What is going on YouTube? Shane here. It is time for another K-pop video. We're going to do a video about a little bit of a controversial topic, but exciting nonetheless. A new YG group called Treasure, which you're going to see on your screen here from YG_TreasureBox on Twitter. Now, I want to go over kind of what's controversial about this because, as you guys know, I'm a huge Blink. As you know, Blackpink is really not usually in the area. Blackpink is usually not really looked upon by YG as the power group that they are, and the power group that they should be, which is very unfortunate for both us and Blackpink. And we know that YG had basically, let's put some background music on. We know that YG never has his priorities straight. This is a little bit too happy. This is too happy music. Let's put on the sad music from the old days. You guys remember this music from the old days? This was the EXO lawsuit, Jessica leaving SNSD music. Let's get real, guys. So I want to support a new group, especially one from the big three. Yeah, this is it's getting real music. But we got a problem here, and that problem stems from YG's mismanagement of its artists, and that mismanagement has been going on for a little under 2 years. I'm only going to say under 2 years because I'm going to give YG a break for the first 6 months of Blackpink's debut. They debuted strong with 2 music videos. Their following comeback, same as that. So, while they don't have a full-length album now, which is inexcusable, the first 6 months, I'll give them a pass. Okay. Then they decided to do Mix 9, which, as we probably know now, was a miserable failure, resulted in lawsuits, resulted in the group never ever debuting, and this basically became a stain on YG's, shoe that he just kind of scraped off when he walked back in the YG building. Now, a lot of you guys might know that I'm not a big fan of exploitive shows that are like Produce 101 or Mix 9. Was I a fan of IOI? Do I like IOI? Absolutely. Do I think CJ Entertainment's Produce 101, Produce 48, all that is a good system? 100% no. Which is very ironic because there's one thing that me and YG probably agree on, and that's that Mnet and CJ are, not very good. They're not the best reputable companies. They don't get along too well. Yet, Mr. Yang Papa YG basically emulated Produce 101 with Mix 9, which failed miserably. Now, you could say that the whole winner, Team A, Team B with Icon, that show was also a survival show, but in a different format and worked out a little bit better. Though even Winner and Icon are not properly, shown off either. But let's get back on topic. Let's go back to Treasure. So we have the treasure hunt here. Okay. So here is a Soupy article here. YG Entertainment announces official name of new boy group. The name of YG's Entertainment new boy group has been revealed, so it's Treasure, and it's coming from the name of the show. Okay. It's just saying that, it's the first boy group in 4 years, blah, 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 officially begun the group's debut process. But what are you doing with your current artists? What happened with 21? That was a miserable implosion of an amazing group due to your mismanagement. What happens to Blackpink now? What happens to this group when they debut? What happens to Winner? What happens to Icon? What happens to Big Bang and any of the solo artists in between? I don't understand where YG's priorities are, because he does not have his priorities at all. It just seems like what he wants to do is just pump out as many artists as he can and try to get as many of them as popular as he can, which is ludicrous when you have such an amazing group that has gotten worldwide popularity, which is Blackpink, and you basically neglected. It's like growing a beautiful garden and you're just not watering it. It's like not giving it the nourishment that it needs to succeed. And now not only are you not watering the garden you have, well, you're basically adding a bunch of new plants, brand new little seeds that now you have to water that you're probably not going to take care of either, which would be treasure. So we already saw what happened with Mix 9. It was a miserable failure. Will treasure be a failure? Probably not. But if they promote treasure like they promote Blackpink, then rest in peace to YG in both of these groups. I mean, literally, rest in peace to them like 21. You know, the way 21 situation was handled was 100% incorrect. I never saw that coming. I had a pretty decent track record of predicting things when it came to the industry, and I did not see 21 disbanding. I did not see that coming. I thought they would lay low, come back strong, and keep going. No, I mean, YG literally just said, fuck it, and disbanded them. And then, you know, some people were saying, oh, maybe Blackpink is the replacement, which of course was never true. But he debuts Blackpink, you know, which was a momentous thing for YG because it didn't have a girl group in so many years, since 21, 2009. And then neglects it. I mean, yeah, they got the light stick. Yeah, they got everything that the other groups do, but there's just something off about Blackpink. That was my little mini thing that fell. There's just something off, right? And I'm definitely not the only Blink that feels that way. I don't even have to be. You don't have to be a Blink to know that Blackpink is not properly promoted. Look at Red Velvet. Look at Twice. So you guys have seen me. Well, at least the OG fans have seen me harp on SM. More so SM than YG, of course, in the past, and rightfully so at that time. Now, I can make a very big comparison here to SM. Now, I like Red Velvet. I love Red Velvet. I'm a River Love. You guys probably know that as well. I'm a Black Velvet fan. I like Twice as well. Anyway, but a lot of fans on this channel were rightfully upset at me when Red Velvet debuted, and instead of paying attention to Red Velvet and their talent, I was very upset at SM's treatment or maltreatment of FX, which again was a major problem and something that I was rightfully upset about. But what SM did, and this is still my firm opinion, my firm belief, is SM decided to shirk off the problem with Sully, tried to put the wool over your eyes when it came to all of the lawsuits, and what they did was they rushed Red Velvet's debut, and they debuted Red Velvet before they intended to, in a time where fans of FX were very upset and very concerned, and SM was basically like, fuck it, we don't care. We don't care about Sully, we don't care about FX, we don't care about FX fans. So when they just shoved Red Velvet in our face, at first, you know, my reaction to it was negative, not to Red Velvet, but to what SM was doing. So when I did the reaction to Red Velvet Happiness, at first it got a lot of dislikes, and I had to apologize for it, and I redid the reaction because I didn't give Red Velvet themselves a chance. I was only thinking about FX and what SM was doing without even being able to give Red Velvet a chance. And I feel almost the same way here. Like, I don't feel like I can give Treasure a chance when I see how YG is mistreating Blackpink. Just like SM mistreated FX, YG is mistreating Blackpink. They're in different ways, but it's a very similar parallel to the stories here. So just as I kind of didn't even get to look at Red Velvet's talent and their members when they debuted at the beginning because of FX, I feel like I'm not going to be able to give Treasure a full chance until I can separate the artist from the label and the new artist from the current artist that's not being promoted and treated properly, which would be Blackpink in this case. Like I said, after that, after the Red Velvet thing, I watched Happiness again. I said, you know, I'm sorry for taking out my anger on SM and making it look like I was angry at Red Velvet, because I wasn't. Of course, I made that clear even in the first video, even if it was passive aggressively. I said, I'm not mad at Red Velvet. I'm pissed at SM. But yeah, I fucked up in that reaction because I didn't give Red Velvet a chance at all because my anger was so intense towards SM and their treatment of a group that I've liked since 2009, since their debut as well, FX. So while these are some very handsome, you know, talented young men here in Treasure, who I don't know well yet, but definitely can get to know, the only thing I can think about when I see this is YG new group. I don't see Treasure. I don't see these members because it's basically like having blinders on. I just see them kicking Blackpink to the curb again, them throwing them back in the dungeon. I don't see the bigger picture because YG is not doing a proper job at managing his company. He's totally doing things backwards. He's doing things that are actually starting to actually anger me. Before it was a meme. There was a meme about the Blackpink dungeon and when are they going to make an album and all this stuff. But now it's actually just ridiculous. I don't know if it's his dislike for women. I don't know if it's his distrust in himself for making female groups, because he said that himself to JYP, that JYP, quote, makes better girl groups than him, and he was referring to Twice. He has said on one occasion that he'd rather discuss what he likes about SNSD first instead of what 21 had, over SNSD, or what parts of 21 made them better or different than SNSD. He was like more interested in talking about SNSD. He was always jealous of SNSD, even though 21 was very popular and there was millions and millions of blackjacks as well for 21. There was always a competition right up to the very end with Mr. Mr. and Come Back Home and the Crush album, and that was one of the best albums, of 2014 was Crush. And little did I know that was going to be like one of their last releases. Not the last release, but one of their last releases as a full group. I mean, now that I think about it, yeah, Minzy left, and then they disbanded, I didn't think about that at the time. I never thought about that. It never crossed my mind. So YG obviously has an inferiority complex when it comes to debuting female groups. So that won't be the case with Treasure. But look at how Winner and iKON are also not very well promoted. Look at how Big Bang over the course of the past few years, except for the exception of, I guess, when like Bebe and like the Maid series happened, how they've been promoted. Which right now it makes sense that Big Bang's not being promoted. There's other logistical issues with that. But Blackpink, there's no excuse. The excuse is that YG is just consistently and intentionally making mistakes. And that was evident and proven by Mix 9, and that is evident now, and it's suspicious that he's debuting a new boy group now. Why? Why now? I know it's almost 3 years after Blackpink, but look at what's been done in the past 3 years with Blackpink. How many songs do they have compared to other groups in their category or outside of their category? It's unheard of. And what's also unheard of on the ironic side, the irony of it is that Blackpink is like one of the most popular female groups, despite YG's horrible promotion of them. So you'd think that YG would grab that bull by its horns and run with it. But instead of doing that, he's constantly going the other direction and doing these survival shows and trying to do other things that just don't make sense. You can't have your cake and eat it too. I mean, maybe you can. But what YG's doing is literally ordering a bunch of different cakes and letting them sit out to go bad. That's what he's doing. He's over-ordering, he's overextending, and he's got his priorities totally fucked up. So, I don't know exactly what their method is. I don't know what the method to the madness is. There's really no method to the madness here. It's literally just madness. And thank you, Monica, for mentioning that you saw the video. You remember the video when the album was released? I do miss those videos. Those were fun. Those were some fun videos when 21 Crush was out and all the other albums. The song and the albums. Anyways, off topic. I was reading the chat. It's just, it doesn't make sense to me why YG still doesn't get it. It's like he does get it now, but he doesn't care. And that's why I'm more angry now than I am concerned. It's not a concern anymore. It's just ridiculous. So let's read these articles again. So people are excited here. I mean, I'm not logged in apparently. I would even say that I'm excited. But then again, I'm not. It's bittersweet. It's the same FX Red Velvet thing. Now, looking back, hindsight is 2020. Looking back on Red Velvet, I said back then that they definitely debuted Red Velvet early when they weren't planning to, in order to cover up the FX problems and the lawsuits, like I said. And then if you think about it, how they added Yeti later, I don't think that they added her later. I think it wasn't ready for debut. Um, that this might lend more credence to the fact that SM just rushed out Red Velvet to cover up their own problems. What YG's doing, I don't understand at all. It doesn't make logical sense. It's totally irrational and illogical. Like, you need to get your own current artist under control and managed and promoted properly before you start doing all these other projects. I know that a lot of these people, these members have been training for a long time, and you need to get them debuted. But the same goes for Blackpink, you know. And Blackpink is so popular. Look how many subscribers they have on YouTube, and it's just YouTube. Look how many views they have on their music videos. Look at how big their fan base is. When how many songs do they have compared to how many years they've been out? How many songs do they have in comparison to Red Velvet and Twice or other comparable groups? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, and it never will. I mean, this looks exciting, you know, new lineup. It looks exciting. But then again, you just got this feeling kind of in the pit of your stomach like, I don't really want this right now. I want to see Blackpink treated properly before we see another group mistreated. You know, what's there to look forward to with this besides more of the same, if not worse, treatment for Blackpink because there's another group to juggle in the mix, another group to handle comebacks and a debut for. Yeah, look, here we go. So the debut him if you want more money. Okay. I'm not in the mood for memes right now, so I'm gonna close that. But that's pretty much my thought process on it. I just don't think YG is doing anything that they should be. So here's YG's Instagram post. I didn't read this on this. I actually have tried to do this video 3 times now. Tried to do it the old-fashioned way by using my iPhone, plugged into my computer, and my Sony movie studio crashed 4 times. So fuck them. So YG says, I would like to thank everybody who supported 28 Treasures. I will soon make the announcement for the second team, blah, blah, blah. So it's kind of like the Team A, Team B thing. But this whole concept of doing these stupid survival shows, I don't agree with them. I mean, the K-pop industry is exploitive enough. And to exploit them publicly, and it's more of what CJ does, Mnet, with Produce 101. These are not as bad. But to show the exploitation of your artists, or your trainees, I should say, on a public broadcast that makes a lot of ad revenue is even worse than just doing it behind closed doors, I think. Now, this show is kind of more like the Team A, Team B thing with Winner, which is not as exploitive, I think. There's competition, but it's not like Produce 101, where there's literally 101 people that are competing from different agencies to try to debut in a group that then disbands like a year later. And I liked IOI, but did not agree with Produce 101 and that type of show at all. I mean, CJ and Mnet are extremely exploitive. And YG, Papa YG himself would agree on that, you know, which is why it's ironic that he copied that style almost, or emulated it. So the closing argument is that YG doesn't have a leg to stand on in terms of debuting these groups, not tending to his responsibilities for his current artists, the previous mishandling of his megastar 21. It's just inexcusable at this point. And if 2019 is going to see more of the same from YG, then we're going to see more problems from YG. We're going to see more people backing out of YG stock. We're going to see more backlash against YG. You know, we're going to see more netizens attacking YG and asking him personally, what the hell are you doing? To which he'll probably respond with a fire emoji. But I don't get it. I really don't know if he's just losing his mind or what, because none of these things are smart business decisions. None of these things are smart for the artists. None of these things are smart for the fans. None of these things help anybody. It's a lose, 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 lose situation. And that's how I felt since it's, you know, happened from the beginning with Blackpink being mistreated. You know, we memed it. It's been a meme. You know, when they had like 4 songs and then they had 5 songs, it was a meme, right? And in some way, it was, you're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry. It's kind of funny because we thought, okay, well, they're being treated like this now, but it's gonna get better, right? Is it? Am I being pessimistic, thinking that they're not going to get treated better? I don't think it's pessimism, because I've been quite optimistic with Blackpink, but look what YG's doing. Blackpink is going to succeed whether or not YG does what they're supposed to or not. It's just more of how much will they succeed? How popular will they get? How far will they penetrate foreign markets like the U.S. market? Which, again, I don't care so much about the U.S. market. I could give a fuck about the U.S. market. In terms of music, I don't care. But as popular as Blackpink can get, of course, I want that for them. So they're going to get popular, but it's just more of how exponentially can they grow. And it's all up to YG. And the way it's going now, they're not going to grow the way they can. They're still going to grow on their own power and their own talent, for sure. They are, and they will, and they're doing that right now. I mean, we'll go to their YouTube right now in a second. Because here's the thing about Blackpink and Treasure, the high anticipation of YG's global rookies. I don't believe YG used this term global rookies, but this news reporting agency did. I just don't really get it. I'm just displaying this on the screen while this music plays. This is for dramatic effect. This is basically my Twitter feed when I started making this video. It's just, you guys can just read this yourself. I mean, YG needs to open his eyes and realize that it's not just blinks. It's, I think even people that aren't necessarily a fan of Blackpink feel bad for Blackpink because it's really ridiculous. Just what is he doing? Is it oh, it's frustrating. Is he going to do the same thing with Treasure? Like, what's the point of having an agency anymore? What's the point of being the CEO of a top 3 entertainment company if you're not being the CEO of the top 3 entertainment company? You have no leg to stand on here, YG, and it's really ridiculous. I mean, I can't say you're as guilty of some of the things that, you know, not Isuman, but the current SM CEO is guilty of. I'm just playing with glasses. But the mismanagement of your artists, the things you're doing to the fans, and the exploitation of the current trainees is inexcusable and needs to be addressed. So I'm going to basically leave it at that. I'm going to just show the YouTube of Blackpink before I get out of here. Just to show again, for the 1500th time, just how popular they are. They're almost at 20 million subscribers. 18.2 right now. You've got Jenny Solo up here still. Past 633 million views in 7 months. That's 100 million views a month, almost. Stay, of course, is the battle. It's always going to have the least amount of views. That's how it is. But look at these views. Look at these view counts. I didn't know that was going to double what their debut did. Because Whistle's still my favorite song. Well, is very close up there too. But literally, I mean, they have, how many songs do they have? I mean, let's see if Google knows. How many songs does Blackpink? I want to see if it actually shows that. Yeah. Okay, that's 9. Forbes. Let's read the Forbes article. Okay, August 7th. That's my mom's birthday. Blackpink by the number. So this is an American, obviously. That's an interesting picture of Blackpink. Get this ad out of my face. Stop. Huh. A little bit of black, a little bit of pink, yep. They ain't nobody know about this. Alright. So Google knows how many songs they have. Forbes knows how many songs they have. And it's just it's just ridiculous. I don't know why the Blackpink Wikipedia article has it separated here. And I'm definitely getting off track, but kind of want to see the discography. Yeah, this is what I want to go. This is what I wanted to see here. Discography. Just look how sad this is. And look, this is not even this is not even, you know, remember, it's not even Korean. The YGEX. It's like the AVEX of YG. It's a Japanese release. It's the only studio album. There's EPs here. And then singles and singles, and then we have the Dua Lipa thing. But look at, okay, let's just compare this to Red Velvet. Okay, let's just take a look at the difference here. Okay, studio albums. 2 studio albums. That was the Red and Perfect Velvet. It shows you the sales. Perfect Red Velvet was a reissue, Korean words, repackage. And then all these EPs and all these singles and all this other stuff and all this other charted shit. I mean, look, just look, let's slowly scroll up and down here. This is Red Velvet, okay? I mean, this right here is all you got to look at. I mean, this part right here. The studio album, 2 major studio albums, a repackaged album, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 EPs. Okay? Blackpink has no. Cross this out. This doesn't even matter because that's not even not even Korean. It's Japanese. Okay? So they have this. They have 2 extended plays, which was literally just Square Up, which was the only album. And again, this is Japanese. So you can just cross this off. There's 1 EP that's Korean compared to what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what? 6, 7. Okay, Cookie Jar was AVEX. 7 EPs for Red Velvet. Now let's just go before. Let's just cross this one off. Let's just cross Ice Cream Cake off, okay? Because it was 2015. Just look at the difference though. And look at all the singles. Look at the soundtracks. Look at the collabs. Look at this. All the stuff that charted here. It doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make sense. Let's look at Twice. Okay? Look at Twice. This is going to get you even more upset. Okay? Look at Twice. Okay? So, studio albums. We have a Korean and we have a Japanese. Bulldozer and Twice Instagram. Okay? Compilations. Repackages, which is a bunch, and then EPs. But these are kind of set differently than how Red Velvet did it, but you can kind of put these all together as one. But let's just go to their EPs here. So we have the beginning here, okay, which is not too far behind when Blackpink debuted. Again, it's 2015, but still, it's not that far behind. Okay, then we have the next one. Then we have another one. All of this here is Korean. This one is Japanese. Okay, Warner Music Japan. Okay, so then you have all these singles, all the singles here, promotional singles, and then look at all these other charted songs, music videos. A lot of these are Japanese, but still, again, there is just no comparison. There's no comparison. There's not. I mean, let's look at these little tiny lists. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 4, 10, 20. You know, there's like 30 there. Just charted. Here. How many would be here? Let's see. Almost 40 there. It doesn't make sense. Why'd you stop your bullshit? I'm gonna stop the stream. It's very sad. It's just ridiculous. If you just compare Blackpink to Red Velvet to Twice, this is not about comparing the talent. This is not about comparing. They're all friends. This is not comparing anything. This is just comparing the treatment, comparing the ridiculousness of YG's promotion of these groups. I should probably put this. Oh, I got that creepy mannequin over there. Sorry. Again, Twice over here. Red Velvet, Blackpink. Okay, there's Blackpink. Here's Red Velvet. Okay, and here's Twice. Okay, keep that in your head again. One more time. Blackpink, Red Velvet, and Twice. I mean, you can scroll up and down this part in like half a second because there's nothing there. Again, it might be quality over quantity in some ways, but that's not even a valid argument because Red Velvet and Twice are very amazing groups themselves. I mean, look, how can you not like these girls either? But do these 4 girls not deserve the same treatment or better? Rose look like side-eyeing YG right there. I mean, look at them. Do they not deserve the same treatment? I mean, they have talent. They're extremely talented. All these girls are. And then you get Blackpink with this. What the fuck is that? I think it really puts it into perspective when you look up their real discography there. Okay, I know that Blackpink debuted the last out of all of them. Okay, but here, 2015, formed 2014, but again, released 2015. And then Blackpink, you can even argue, where did it say it? Where did it say it? Oh, they don't talk about it? It must be on the actual main channel, the main article. Please show me, there's a debut. Where is the pre-debut activities? They don't have it on Wikipedia? Okay. Well, either way, it's before this. So they're not too far off. And it's just really sad that this is, I mean, look at the numbers here. Studio albums 1, music video 6, EP 2, single 6. And that's not even a real studio album. That's a Japanese album. That's not even 2 EPs. It's a Japanese EP and a Korean EP. Red Velvet, studio albums 2, video album 1. I don't really know what that is. Music video 17, EPs 8, singles 18, and a repackage of 1. That's probably a little bit off, but studio albums 2, compilation album 1, blah blah blah. Music videos 21 music videos, 7 EPs, 16 singles, 4 promotional singles, and 4 repackages, give or take, depending on how they're counting it on here. Just these numbers, do the math, doesn't make sense. Now we're gonna throw another wrench into it. We're gonna have another group that's not gonna be promoted properly unless it's a chauvinistic thing and he'll promote them very well and continue promoting Blackpink like shit. I don't know. It's very obvious that he has a thing against his own girl groups. It's definitely an inferiority complex, whether it's a chauvinistic thing or not, I don't know. I don't want to slander him, so I can't say that, but definitely he has an inferiority complex. He said that. He stated that publicly, that he does not feel confident in his girl groups. That, JYP makes better groups than he does. But either way, guy, girl, whatever the fuck you're doing, cares. Just promote your damn groups. What is this? What is this bullshit here? What is this? I don't understand. I don't understand it. I just don't understand. I mean, look how popular. 18 million fucking subscribers, okay? How many views do they have now? Over 4.4 billion views. How many people are there in the world, YG? Double that. You don't even have to double that number to have more views than people are in the world. But what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't get it. I don't get it. Let's look at YG Family official channels. Where the hell is E-High? What happened to 21? Oh, you disbanded them. What happened to Akmu? What happened to them? Icon just got to come back. Okay, that was pretty good. Winner, kind of give or take whether they even get a comeback. I mean, they do promote, but it's still pretty miserable actually compared to Icon as well. But nothing compares to Blackpink, the way Blackpink's being treated. Yes, you gave Jennie a solo. Thank you. You're planning to give Rosé and the other members a solo as well. Thank you. But just promote them. Give them a fucking album. And stop putting your fucking focuses on other things like other groups. Yes, let this group debut at some point, but why right now? Can't you just let Blackpink have their album? Let them, get their momentum going before you just basically take the momentum they're going to shove it up your own ass by doing Mix 9 and doing the YG Treasure Hunt. I don't get it. It just doesn't make sense. And again, there's no hate to these guys here. There's no hate to this group Treasure or any of the other trainees. There's no hate. It's just, I'm fed up with YG and his bullshit. It just doesn't make sense. So, it doesn't make sense what YG's doing. I don't know what he's thinking. I've said that for a long time. And at this point, it's not funny anymore. It's serious. It's a serious problem that really needs to be corrected. So, I'm going to end it here, guys. It's 2:16 in the morning. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I've read all your live chat. Thank you guys for basically sticking with me and agreeing with me as well. It doesn't make sense. And definitely Blackpink does deserve better, but we've already always said that, and we already know that. And it's just like, what do we do now? There's like nothing we can do about it. So that's pretty much it, guys. Hit the subscribe button, share it on Twitter or whatever, if you feel the same way and you agree. If you disagree, let me know too. I'm just listening to the music at this point. This song is called Right to Be. It's on the YouTube audio library. It's a song I use for all my serious drama videos, at least of the past. So, well, the song is over, so I'm going to end the video here, guys. I'll see you guys very soon. I love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for sticking with me, especially all the OG subscribers. We'll just have to see what this group brings and what it means for Blackpink. But until then, been Shane's K-pop videos, and I'll see you